Hi there. It's a little bit of oolong tea today. I've misplaced where the tea bag cover was, but it's Bigelow. When I'm done making the video, I'm sure it'll show up. But I want to wish you cheers. Today's teacup is Paragon. Yeah. It is, I don't know where it's from. By appointment to Her Majesty the Queen. It's probably quite old. Was my mum's. Anyhow, the reason I keep doing tea is because that's one of the many things that I'm focusing on in this junk journal, July, UK. One of them is slow stitching. This is called Chicken Scratch because it's done on gingham. Gingham has the lines and the squares, and you do a certain pattern on it. So I'm practicing. I'll be using it in my junk journaling. This one, you make the crosses and then you make circles in the crosses. It's a process. And today we're going to do the prompt old envelope. Remember this? We worked on this earlier. Found scrap. And it was also for tea staining. Tea stain. So I used some of my washi tape, bloom tape, and the little card that she sent. She put my name on it. So I'm going to keep it in this little tea bag holder that I glued on. And on the front here. And if it looks a little different, I repositioned a little bit of things. As you do, as we do. And the old envelope is going to be this one. It's a window envelope, and I think I'm going to cut it so it fits on this. And I have this 1890s encyclopedia paper, and I have to back it with something, or I have to fold it over something, or it breaks, it tears. So I made an envelope with this. First, I covered the paper with a paper napkin, and then I folded it so that it would look like an envelope. So it's kind of a take on an old envelope. It's made with old things. And I think I'm going to just put it down here. I'll glue it down. And later on in this challenge in July, I'll put something in it. But not right today. Today I have an idea of decorating this piece that we started with the tea stain. And arranging it in my journal, which is an accordion journal. It's actually a double accordion journal. 2 accordions. When I finish the spine again. And when I folded this piece that was this big, I decided to fold it in this direction. Normally it would be this direction. Well, I can fold it whichever way I want, right? And I've been using circles. You might know that from what I was doing before Junk Journal July. This was a circle, as was this. See? Circle, circle. Well, obviously, I cut them in half, and I'm going to use them as a way of tucking in this piece. If it works, we'll find out. First, a little bit of distressing. is called for because these edges, they need some dressing up. How are you doing? Are you well? I hope you are. I'm working ahead of myself. So I have some appointments coming up and I need to take some time off, but I don't want to not craft. I don't want to skip a day because I'm finding by doing one after the other in this challenge, it really hones my creativity. And it's fun. It keeps my mind off of the upcoming appointments. So we use crafting for all kinds of things, don't we? We use it to have a little bit of alone time, quiet time. We may use it to avoid other things. Sometimes we craft because we have an idea and it's got to happen right away. Or we'll lose the idea. Oh, what did this do? Lots of different reasons for doing crafting. Sometimes we craft because there's a creative part of us that needs to be filled. Sometimes we have a gift to give, meaning we want to give someone a gift, and it can be something that we make. For whatever reason, I'm enjoying this Junk Journal July. Now, let's set this up so that I will be able to just slide my little booklet in very easily. I haven't tried this before, so, well, we'll both find out whether it works. We'll all find out whether it works. Let's grab the art glitter glue. There is no glitter in this glue. It is purely the name of the company. This one I'm putting down as far as I can, both at the bottom and at the side. And this one, the same. Ideally, it will be the same height, but I don't know. So just a little bit of a smidge there. And I still need to fold this because it's an accordion. And it should work. See, like so. Next, I'm going to put this part down and only attaching to here, I think. So I'm holding to where I want to stop and I'm putting a bead of the glue on. Pressing it down and hoping for the best. There. Let's find the other one. Here. And touching here. So the larger part I will attach. And match it up. There we are. Okay. They look like the Pac-Man game, don't they? Okay, and it will slide in like this to hold it. And the reason I want to slide it in is because the back of this is just as pretty as the front, and I don't want to glue it down to the page. Initially, I thought I might, but as we do, I changed my mind. All right, so it goes in like this, and I think that works. And I want to support it in the middle. So I have a few of these circles that I cut out, and I have this circle. That is a clock. I have to find here's 12. 1, 2, 3. If I don't match it up properly, it'll annoy me. Okay, I like this one better as opposed to these. Although I did think originally I could do this one. The lamppost. You're going to be seeing certain digitals from Be Happy Stationery. What do you think? This one? Or this one? The larger or the smaller? Smaller? Larger? Smaller? Okay, let's start with the smaller. And if I want to change it, I will be able to because I'll just put the larger over top. Any digitals that I use from Be Happy Stationery, I will link below to them because I really appreciate her digitals. And she is the co-host of this challenge in July. And she's done so much work. Such a kind person. And beautiful digitals. All right, so we have our spot to put this little booklet in. I think what I'm going to do is put this up here as a reference to what's inside this. I also have these digitals. They're from her, and they're stamps, and it was a freebie. You can go to her Ko-fi shop and get these for yourself if you'd like. I'm going to cut one out and put it behind. The color works for this. She has her digitals on sale for this month. Read the description below this video and you'll see all the details. I'm going to put this up here. I wonder if nope, put it up here. Okay, like this. How's that? Or just this alone? Wow. I'm going to have to find another spot for there. Because I think I want this alone. I have a piece of this paper here. It's mulberry paper. It's got a little bit of a, what do you call it, a texture to it. Let's tear it apart a little bit and put it behind. Yes, I like that better. What do you think? Yes, let's do that. Find a glue stick. You know, as the month goes by, more and more things are piling up on my desk to my right, and I need to go through them and organize and remove some, otherwise it becomes almost too messy to find anything. Is there such a thing? Too messy? Maybe. There we go. Old envelope. Just like so. I work better when my room is organized and neatened. My brain works better. So this can go in here just to get tucked in. We can see it, it's layered. And here is the back. Wonder if we can put this stamp on the back. Down here, over here. Not yet. Okay, I'm going to move this out of the way so we can work on just this part. This is the back of my double accordion book journal. I'm repairing the spine, making it wider, because I realized a few days in to this experiment that I would probably be putting too many things in there for the width of the spine that I have right now. So I tore it apart just with abandon. Now, I'm going to cut it here. Cut it, or should I rip it? Cut it or rip it? I'm ripping it because I can. And I think I want to have this also open. That I don't dare rip. I'm going to use a scissor. This is an old junk mail envelope that I had put some tea stain on, and it is perfect for this prompt. And this will open like this. See? And I have these digitals that will go in. I think this goes nicely here. What do you think? Yes. So let's just glue this down. I'm going to glue this down in here with my glue stick. And I haven't decided yet whether I'm going to glue the actual envelope down. I wonder if it would look better this way. Nope, this way. Shall I glue the envelope onto here, or let it float? One of my ideas was to use this as a hinge by putting this in somehow. No, I don't think I will. I'll save this for something else. All right. Now, how are we going to incorporate these? They're so pretty. I wonder if I were to fold them in half and sew them in. Nope. These are so nice to write on. I think I'm just going to put the blue ones in. I can use the others for somewhere else. And let's make it simple. Let's just put a little bit of Distress Oxide. Nope, this one is just Distress Ink. Tea stain? Nope, Vintage Photo. Shall I tear the bottom here too? Not. I like tearing things. Let's talk about tearing things. My growing up years were very quiet. I was an only child of an only child. So, yeah. And my father was 40 when I was born. No, he was older than that. 41, 42. My mom was 30. She wanted to do two things before when she turned 30. She wanted to learn how to drive, she wanted to learn how to swim, and she wanted to have a child. And she did them all. Yeah, I was born later in life, at least at that point in time, from my parents. And my point being of tearing. Loud emotions were not allowed in my household growing up. So I learned that when I was angry, I couldn't bang doors. I couldn't, that just didn't go over well in my household. But what I did do, you're going to laugh, maybe, I don't know. I did go into my bedroom and I would tear up Kleenexes. That was my way of getting rid of my anger when I was angry about something as a teenager. Those Kleenexes, because it didn't make any noise when you were tearing. So I still have a fondness of tearing things. Now you know a little more about me. Not so much good, but oh well. Let's trim this. And I am going to glue this side of the old envelope down. Was your household loud when you were growing up? Were you allowed to yell and show your emotion? How were you raised? I'd love to know. Leave a comment. Do you like tearing things? Okay, here we go. We have two versions of old envelopes. We have one that's actual envelope, and we have an envelope that is made from old paper. I was going to put this in here, but I can't seem to. Not at this time. Maybe I will later. But I do want to put this on because I like the color and I think it fits well. So let's do that. Again, this is a digital from Happy Stationery. Sandra is her name. And she is a delightful lady. I am on her design team and have the privilege of using her digitals in what I make. All right, we now have the old envelope and an envelope that's not being used envelope in a little folder that's going to go into the Junk Journal July, not yet fixed, second part, second accordion, but it's coming. I'm working on it. Just don't want to rush it. So as you can see, this opens two different ways. This way, we did this before with the watercolor, and it opens this way, and it opens, and it opens. So there's lots of space left. I wanted to put this sticker on here, I think. Or not. I don't know. I'll wait. We can tuck this in here. There we go. I'm Lori at Positive Thanks Living, and I wish you happy crafting. Cheers.